Now in Good Morning Northwest, Spokane's COPS program could end. Why the organization, born out of tragedy and focused on community safety, is on the chopping block.
Today's looking really good, and it's a Friday, but tomorrow we start to see the increased chances of rain to snow and back to rain. The timing on all that coming up.
And President-elect Donald Trump did what he said he was going to do. Pick a man who has no medical training to lead the Department of Health. What Robert Kennedy plans to do if confirmed. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, November 15th. Welcome to it. We're following some breaking news this morning. Schools in Ephrata are closed today because of a threat to multiple schools there. The district informed parents in a message about this late last night. The district says it's working with local law enforcement to determine next steps, and canceling school provides them time to do that. This means all sporting events and other school activities have also been canceled. We will continue to provide more information on the nature of these threats as it becomes available.
All right, let's get John over to Mark Peterson with a look at our first alert forecast for this Friday morning.
Very happy about today. We're going to get some sunshine. We're going to have a few clouds out there. We're starting off, again, warming to 34 degrees now, but note the winds, nada. And we're going to continue to see calm winds throughout much of the day. Looking at the 4 things that we want you to know about. It's going to be dry today. There's some isolated mountain showers. That's it. Snow late Saturday, taking us to then Sunday, where it'll turn to rain. We're expecting an inch or less here, but higher elevations are going to have more. We'll have more on that coming up. And next week does look to be drier. No. Forecast radar today, there's not much to talk about. A few high thin clouds. We're going to have some sunshine. Clear and cold tonight. You'll see that full moon. Then by tomorrow, again, you'll see those dark clouds moving in from the west around dinner time. We're going to see that as rain to the south, snow to the north. Higher elevations are going to get a lot more into North Idaho, pushing into Montana. We'll have that rain changing, or that snow changing over to rain, and that's going to be our Sunday. So any light snow that we get or wet snow will be gone. So waking up this morning under a fairly clear sky, cool temperatures hovering at or below freezing at about 32 degrees. Our day today will culminate with a high at about 3 o'clock of 43 for the day.
President-elect Donald Trump fulfilled a campaign promise.
At a gala in Mar-a-Lago last night, he named Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk this morning. Hannah, with Trump's cabinet starting to shape up, why does he think Kennedy is the best man for the job?
Although Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is not a doctor, has no medical training, and endorsed conspiracy theories about the COVID-19 vaccines, President-elect Donald Trump believes Kennedy will shake things up in the Department of Health and Human Services.
Wants to make people healthy. I'm going to let him go wild on health. I'm going to let him go wild on the food. I'm going to let him go wild on medicines.
This job would allow Kennedy to oversee one of the biggest departments in the government, which includes the CDC, the FDA, and the Affordable Care Act.
In some categories of workers, there are entire departments, like the nutrition departments at FDA, that have to go. That are not doing their job. They're not protecting our kids.
Kennedy's nomination has drawn criticism from many public health leaders.
He comes not with a query, not with suggesting that we should look at 2 different points of view or look at things. He's made a determination with no scientific background. That's very dangerous in an agency where people take the recommendations of the experts and try to follow them to keep themselves and their families safe and secure.
Kennedy has already mentioned ideas for a major turnover at public health agencies. In a recent interview, he said he would cut employees at nutrition departments at the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. And at a recent conference, Kennedy said he would replace about 600 officials at the National Institutes of Health with his staff of his choosing. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. A more than 30-year public safety program in Spokane just announced it'll have to close up shop by New Year's Eve.
For months, we've been telling you about the uncertainty surrounding the future of the COPS shop. In a surprise move at the rescheduled city council meeting, the executive director said without funding approved by the city, he is telling volunteers and SPD that the program will run out of money. The community-oriented policing shops were born out of the tragedy of 2 girls murdered in West Central Spokane more than 30 years ago. With the city facing a budget shortfall, the shops were put on the chopping block. It's a story we've been investigating for months. Last year, the city approved $468,000 in funding for the nonprofit. They also received $56,000 from the Department of Corrections, and the remainder from private donations. This September, when the executive director, Jeff Johnson, asked to renew that funding, his request was denied by City Council. Here's what he had to say at the meeting.
So once again, I ask for your help. Our budget is less than $500,000. We see plenty of organizations every day that are being awarded additional money to keep them whole. I ask for the same.
There are 9 cop shops across Spokane, staffed by volunteers focused on the issues impacting those specific neighborhoods. Since the pandemic, they have lost some of their volunteers and focused on recruiting.
In an RFP, I'm not aware of any other organizations who do what we do. The sole thing we do is crime prevention, and this is clearly a time where that is sorely needed. So once again,
The council did not give a response to Johnson because he spoke during a public comment period. Johnson asked that the item be placed on Monday's City Council agenda for discussion. And he says a group of cops, volunteers, and supporters are planning to show up to the City Council meeting on Monday.
That same day, you can watch Kirsten O'Connor's special report about the future of cop shops. That's right here on Good Morning Northwest. Well, thousands of firearm sales have been halted in Washington state as officials are racing to get the system's court system back online. The system Washington State Patrol uses to sift through background checks is linked through the court system, which is down, meaning as long as that system's offline, there's nothing they can do. On average, Washington State Patrol sifts through around 700 background checks a day, and that'd mean about 10,000 background checks have stacked up in the 2 weeks the system has been down. Now, customers aren't pulling the trigger to buy a new gun, unsure on when this outage will end.
We're going into the holiday season and we need these systems to function the way that they're supposed to function so we can participate within the holiday purchasing season just like every other retail company on earth.
The administrative office of the courts hopes to have the system back online by Monday. In the meantime, WSP is doing what it can to streamline these background checks once the system is back up and running.
A couple pleaded guilty to the murder of 19-year-old Andrew Sorensen in 2020. Sorensen's body was found beaten and stabbed in the trunk of a stolen car in North Spokane in October of 2021, almost a year after he disappeared. In court yesterday, John Eisenman and Brenda Cross faced charges for his death. Eisenman pleaded guilty to first-degree murder with a weapon enhancement. Cross pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter. Both are punishable by life in prison. Emotions were high in the courtroom as Sorensen's family watched Eisenman enter. Both Eisenman and Cross's sentencing are set for January 16th. Sorensen's mom, Teresa, told 4 News Now after the hearing that they look forward to that day.
The transformation of Spokane streets could be arriving at one of the busiest roads in North Spokane. North Division has been the long major north-south arterial in Spokane, and now the Washington Department of Transportation is planning to make that section from Country Homes Boulevard north to Farwell Road for more friendly for bike riders. Now, Division is a very busy road, one that not a lot of people walk or bike on because there are no bike lanes. The crosswalks are blocks apart and the sidewalks are very narrow. And to fix that, the Department of Transportation plans on adding a bike lane right next to the sidewalk that is protected by a curb. They're planning on adding flashing lights at all the crosswalks, and they'll also repave that section of the road. And businesses around there say they're very excited about it.
I think it's going to be safer, it's going to be more people friendly, it's just going to be an all-around good thing.
Now, Shirley Sundstrom, who you just heard from there, tells us that she sees high schoolers crossing Division every day and that right now it's not safe, especially at night. We also spoke to the Assistant Vice President of Faculty Services and Campus Security at Whitworth. She says they usually tell underclassmen to stay away from Division, so hopefully with these new improvements, they will not have to do that as much. Things will be much safer up there, hopefully. Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:09.
Let's check in with Mark again. I know you're getting those kids ready to get out the door. Maybe you are yourself.
Yeah, so if they're going to be out catching the bus, waiting for it, or walking to school, make sure that they're warm because temperatures are going to be hovering around freezing. Again, we've got some blue sky, got some cloud cover, and that's really our day today. We're going to talk more about when we see the inclement weather come in.
A construction worker buried by rubble at a work site. Coming up, the 9-hour rescue that had first responders digging him out by hand.
And the grueling way President Biden is wrapping up his term right after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
your holiday heroes. Let Eat Good Group and our team of culinary pros take the heavy lifting out of this year's holiday party. Our team is ready to build for any type of event, from small dinner parties to large corporate gatherings. Laughing Dog Tap Room in Sandpoint, Honey in Coeur d'Alene, Baba in Francais in Spokane. La Catering can make any space shine. Eat Good Group, your holiday heroes. Book today at eatgoodgroup.com.
Did you know that Washington's Working Families Tax Credit could put up to $1,200 back in your pocket? If you're part of a low to moderate income household, you could be eligible for a refund designed to help you cover essentials like groceries, gas, or bills. The best part? Applying is free and easy. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov to see if you qualify. Don't miss out. Apply now and make sure you get the refund you deserve. That's workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
After almost 30 years, Davis Furniture has now become Action Business Furniture. They have 3 locations statewide to serve you: Tacoma, Olympia, and now their new store in the Spokane Valley. Their new location on the corner of Park and Sprague has over 15,000 square feet of new and pre-owned office furniture for your business. So whether you're just starting or upgrading your business environment, ABF has it all. From functional to fabulous, they've got what you're looking for. Visit Action Business Furniture, affordable furniture for today's office.
What's all this?
You said it was a recovery day. I got my yoga mat, foam roller, electrolytes, and protein bars. The whole setup.
Refrigerant recovery, Ben. We're recovering the refrigerant to fix the heat pump.
Oh, right. I knew that. Want a protein bar?
Right now, get a free tankless water heater with every full HVAC system purchase. Call Bills today.
Electrolyte?
Ben, take the robe off.
The season of new sales traditions is on at George Gee Kia Spokane. Save big with special Black Friday deals on over 280 new Kias. It's the perfect time to drive your dream Kia. Shop SpokaneKia.com.
They can make cleaning up a breeze. Disinfecting wipes are ready to use and can kill germs fast, but are they doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to your kids? Learn the risks and what you can use instead. That's Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
It is 6:12. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President Biden is capping off his term with a diplomatic whirlwind.
Now, Biden is in Peru today for the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. Some analysts say it's an awkward time for Biden to be gathering with APEC leaders because he's leaving office. Sources say many heads of states are pivoting their focus to President-elect Donald Trump. Analysts say Trump's America First policy vision leaves allies in an uncertain position. Biden has a trilateral talk with the Japanese Prime Minister and South Korean President this afternoon, and tomorrow he's scheduled to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping.
President-elect Donald Trump is bucking a long-established norm in Washington. His transition team is bypassing the traditional FBI background check for some of his cabinet picks, instead using private companies to conduct vetting. Sources say Trump and his allies believe the FBI system is slow.
In Louisville, Kentucky, a long and tiring rescue in the rubble at a construction site coming to an end. The fire chief says a man working at this construction site fell, quote, into a void, plunging 10 to 12 feet down, instantly becoming buried by gravel and large chunks of concrete. Over the course of 9 hours, the rescue team had to dig him out by hand. The man buried in the rubble was talking throughout the rescue operation, is alive, and is being treated at the hospital.
The United States is assisting the Philippines after the region was struck by Typhoon Usagi. The powerful storm swamped rural villages and floods, knocked out power, and displaced thousands of people. The Philippines has been pounded by 5 major storms in less than a month.
Our Friday morning 10-second takeaway, sun and clouds. It's going to be a cool day. You'll need a warm layer as you head out, but not a rain layer. Yeah, it's going to be sunshine. 43 the high.
Well, if skiing and snowboarding are your thing, then the Kootenai County Fairgrounds is the place for you this weekend. The annual ski swap, where you can find a bunch of new and used equipment. Admission is free and doors open Saturday at 10 o'clock. Get some good deals, especially for your kiddos that crowd that stuff so quick.
Sure do.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:14.
It's been a week of battling the elements, but it was so worth it. Mark will give us a recap of the extreme team projects he's been working on for a couple of well-deserving local veterans and their families.
And here's a live look at what your Friday morning is bringing. We have much more coming up on Good Morning Northwest. That's right after this break.
The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at all 4 Pool World locations this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from the world's leading brands, all discounted. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month. Hot tub swim spas and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at all 4 Pool World locations.
It's November, and that means it's time for Thanksgiving and Kerner Furniture's holiday season sale.
If your plan is to gobble till you wobble, check out our dining sets.
It's unbelievable how much room you have.
When it's time to unbutton that top button and relax, this Lazy Boy set is perfect.
And all Lazy Boys are at guaranteed low prices.
You ain't seen stuffing yet. Our full selection of dining, living room, and bedroom furniture is on sale.
Kerner Furniture's holiday season sale, going on now. Nice store, low prices.
If you're at home right now and you're suffering from burning, tingling, or numb feet, you need to pay special attention to this next segment as we discuss neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actually nerve damage to the feet and the legs primarily.
And what are the symptoms?
The major symptoms we see are numbness, burning, muscle cramps, problems with your balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we can get some great results.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your feet or hands, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your nerve damage screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe there is nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputations. The first 25 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Act now and call to schedule your nerve damage screening. First 25 callers receive this screening for free.
The holidays. And holiday trips. And holiday toys. And holiday bonding. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Find your red tag. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $3,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Now at Northern Quest, Thursdays are almost Fridays. So clock out any Thursday and let nothing stand in the way of your early weekend. Enjoy $4 mixed drinks from Brown Family Spirits, 4 for $4 wings at Easton Epic, $4 mini nachos at Qdoba, and a $4 burger at Fat Burger. Plus, free mystery rewards just for showing up. Almost Fridays, every Thursday at Northern Quest. Details at northernquest.com.
The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at all 4 Pool World locations this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from the world's leading brands, all discounted. Swim spas up to $10,000 off. Hot tub swim spas and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at all 4 Pool World locations.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. We're taking a live look at the Veterans Memorial Arena this weekend where the Chiefs are home. They get home games tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, Calgary tonight, so go Chiefs, go.
Go Chiefs, go have fun and watch a hockey game. Well, there's a special reason to look to the sky this weekend. The last supermoon of the year arrives tonight.
Yeah, that's when a full moon happens while it's at its closest approach to the Earth, making the moon brighter and bigger for us than usual. This will also be a beaver moon, which got its name because November is when beavers prepare for winter by strengthening their dams and storing more food.
I feel like we need the Reading Rainbow, the more you know.
That's right.
Above our heads there, the beaver moon.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's the nice version of that. In the original, it was, this is when we set the beaver traps.
Yeah.
So that's the nicer version, friendlier version. Here we go. Temperature's cold this morning, but again, we're walking our way towards winter, so it's to be expected, right? Temperatures around freezing. We've got those coats from Coats for Kids, so put them on and get ready. Our day today is going to warm up to 43 degrees. Sunglasses at times, partly cloudy. Winds are going to be light, so not adding to that bite, you know what I mean? So tonight, temperatures are going to get cold, 28 degrees, partly cloudy. We are going to see the potential for some patchy fog tomorrow morning with light south winds. Now, radar. We're not picking up anything in our region. We have a little bit to the south. We're going to remain dry today. There's an isolated shower or two maybe in the mountains, but that's it. This continues to clear out tonight, gets cold. Tomorrow we see the cloud cover and this next band of showers with rain or snow. Rain to the south, snow to the north, snow in the higher elevations certainly, and we're going to have a lot into the mountain passes. Our snow turning over to rain. We're going to see that all the way down 395 into the Tri-Cities. So if you're going to be traveling, you're going to run into wet weather there through Sunday. Still mountain snows over Snoqualmie, Stevens. Everybody is going to get some snow in the higher elevations. So for today, we're going to be in the low to mid 40s. Moses Lake at 49, 51 into the Tri-Cities, Lewiston at 50. Dry today. Increased showers starting from the west and moving this way for Saturday night into Sunday. Rainy but warmer, 45 degrees. So that's why any snow that we could see Sunday morning will be a done deal in the lower elevations. And then upper 30s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, warming with about a 30% chance of showers. It is the rain that stopped an Extreme Team dead in its tracks. We want to get you caught up real quick. Starting off the week on Monday, concrete cutters came in to cut the sidewalk for a veteran who is, again, very little mobility, can walk, but uses the wheelchair a lot. And so the sidewalk was impassable. Okay, so we had to take Tuesday, Wednesday off because of the almost 3/4 of an inch of rain that fell. Yesterday, Lance Pounder came in to prep that site for what will be a concrete pour today. And we had to do a pour in the back as well, so we got the small little excavator from FMI that helped make that happen so that, again, Candace can have her shed and put her yard work in it. VCR yesterday also split all the wood and got it ready for him, so we did all the winter preps. Today, Winkler Concrete comes in, Central Premix donating the concrete. We're going to pour about 11 yards of concrete, and he will have his sidewalk in about 72 hours. Now, then it's got to... So we said, are you prepared to set up to be inside? He goes, yeah, it's my world, man. We're good. Grateful for us to be there. We're grateful the weather allowed us to get it done. So that pour will happen about noon today.
That's going to be such a big difference for him in a wheelchair to be able to just get in and out.
It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
So great. Well, good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:22.
Gonzaga men's basketball team will try to keep their perfect season going tonight. Sydney Berger has a preview of the matchup against UMass Lowell tonight at the Kennel. That's next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. It's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Starting at $13.99.
The Black Friday mattress discounts are on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with some of the biggest savings of the year on all Serta and Beauty Rest mattress sets with no money down and no interest for up to 5 years.
Improve your sleep for less at Walker's.
I think what propelled Holiday the most was my son Chris. He went to college to become a mechanical engineer, and on my 60th birthday, he says, "Dad, I'd like to come to work for you."
Grandpa Doc was staying at our house. I'd love to come work with my dad. I don't really know how to approach him. And Grandpa Doc, with a weird look on his face, and he just said, "Have you ever asked him?" Did end up asking. I think everyone started crying, like the true Holiday way.
It was so amazing, and when Chris came on, all the things that I wanted done were getting done, and he was doing it. Just his go attitude toward it. And so he quit his engineering to come to work for me, and now it's him taking over. And I'm very proud of where it's gone and how it's gotten there.
So every day is still tough, but still have a good, successful business with a bunch of great employees. And it tells us we're doing something right.
I'm blessed. Thank you. Yeah, that was the propel.
Welcome to Coeur d'Alene Honda.
Thank you. I've been coming here for years, and I've always felt just like family.
Our customers love how easy it is to do business with us.
We have Hondas for every budget.
And we have some of the best pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and select pre-owned Hondas come with their lifetime warranty.
And all new Hondas come with the first year of free maintenance.
Coeur d'Alene Honda with the nationwide lifetime warranty and no additional cost to you.
Awarded Dealer of the Year and rated 4.7 on Google.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we've been family owned and operated for over 50 years.
And don't forget about the lifetime warranty.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. Celebrating the holiday spirit for over 35 years.
November 21st at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets on sale now at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Sydney Berger. Gonzaga will play another game at home tonight, and after huge wins against a ranked Baylor team and a tough Arizona State squad, a matchup against UMass Lowell is looking promising for the Zags to start their season 3-0. The Zags have averaged over 94 points in their first 2 games, and that isn't expected to waver in their game against the Riverhawks. The Bulldogs are one of 5 teams in the WCC that are undefeated in non-conference play so far. So if everything goes as planned, the Zags will start out 3-0 before their first road game. Tip-off against UMass Lowell is at 6 o'clock tonight in McCarthy Athletic Center. With Washington State playing as a part of the WCC this season, the Cougs are one of those teams that's actually ahead of the Zags in conference standings right now. Of course, we're just a few games into the season, but the Cougars are already a 3-win team. They're headed to Big Ten country to take on the Iowa Hawkeyes in their first road game of the season, which surely won't be an easy one.
They're very well coached. They're tough. They're physical. It's going to be a great challenge for us. And, for us, this is what we want. We want to go to get tested in the preseason, see where we're at. We feel like we have a team that can go to the NCAA tournament. Well, this is probably an NCAA tournament team we're going to go play. So let's go face the challenge.
A win against a Big Ten team would be a huge non-conference win for Washington State. Tip-off is at 5:30 Pacific time. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Go Zags. Should be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, it is now 6:26.
The whooping cough outbreak in our region continues to grow. And after the break, we got a latest look at the numbers and who's most likely to spread it. That's next.
Plus, a Georgia mother facing jail time for her 10-year-old son taking a walk into town on his own. Why police say she's at fault, even if the boy was never in danger. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA.
In this morning's GMA First Look, is the Grinch coming for your Christmas tree?
Here we have a tree that just couldn't survive this summer.
Jeff Hill is a Christmas tree farmer in Pennsylvania. He says because of this season's drought and unusually warm weather, his youngest Christmas trees are not going to make it.
You can see the root system just doesn't go deep enough to get the moisture, and a lot of them just can't hang.
But for the trees that have grown, farmers like Jamie Jones in Shelton, Connecticut, say it is still possible to keep the new trees healthy, but it does require a lot of care and effort.
Trees are very resilient, so it's just after they're harvested is just, again, it's the care of that tree and making sure they have plenty of water.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this Christmas tree crunch and what it means for you this holiday season. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
This is Steve. Steve takes Voquezna. This is Steve's stomach, where Voquezna can kick some acid, heal acid-related damage to the esophagus called erosive esophagitis, and relieve related heartburn. Voquezna is the first and only FDA-approved treatment of its kind. 93% of adults were healed by 2 months. Of those healed, 79% stayed healed. And Voquezna can provide heartburn-free days and nights.
Other serious stomach conditions may still exist. Don't take if allergic to Voquezna or while on products with rilpivirine. Voquezna may cause serious side effects, including kidney problems, diarrhea, bone fractures, severe skin reactions, low vitamin B12 or magnesium levels, and stomach growths. Call your doctor if you have diarrhea, stomach pain, or fever that won't go away. Decreased or bloody urine, seizures, dizziness, irregular heartbeat, jitteriness, muscle aches or weakness, spasms of hands, feet, or voice.
Voquezna can help kick some acid, and so can you. Ask your doctor about Voquezna.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Mississauga Casino Hotel is open north of Spokane on Highway 395. Stay with us, relax and rejuvenate while taking advantage of our amazing amenities, including a restaurant and lounge. Our coffee corner is open daily at 5:30 a.m. Mississauga Casino Hotel is the perfect spot to book your next special event. We have a 4,000 square foot event center and an exceptional team ready to help you host your event. We invite you to stay and play. Make your reservations now at Mississauga.com.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We kick off this half hour with the 4 News Now Story Tracker.
Protests are ongoing across New Zealand today. Maori members of the parliament staged a haka to disrupt the vote on a bill that many claim would undermine their rights. The measure would limit interruptions of an 1840 treaty interpretations of an 1840 treaty between the British Crown and the Maori chiefs. Some argue it's led to discrimination amongst non-Indigenous citizens.
Former Vice President Al Gore made an impassioned speech at the COP29 UN Climate Summit, warning of rising temperatures and referencing recent climate disasters, including the floods in Valencia. Nations at UN climate talks in Azerbaijan are trying to set new targets to cut emissions and figure out how much rich nations will help or pay to help the world with that task. Climate officials and activists alike are growing increasingly frustrated with what they see at the talks and the world's inability to clamp down on planet-warming fossil fuels and the countries and companies that promote them.
Well, we are just hours away from Mike Tyson squaring off against Jake Paul, but the fight has already begun. The 58-year-old Tyson slapping the 27-year-old YouTuber turned boxer at last night's weigh-in. Tonight's showdown is the first ever live boxing match on Netflix. The main fight card kicks off at 5 o'clock tonight in front of 80,000 fans in Arlington, Texas. Should be an interesting one. A lot of people excited, though.
Yes, they are.
Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. Today is Friday, November 15th. It's, of course, a Wear Red Friday. We encourage you to join in with us and to help show your support for our troops and their families. And Mark's shirt is red striped.
Yeah.
We've been giving him trouble because it looks pink, but it is red striped.
And I did go with a Tylus Friday today. I just had to make it. All right, 34 degrees. We've got some blue sky out there, and we're going to see that through the day. A little patchy fog into Idaho, sitting at 34. Some of that fog could be dense in places, so just be aware. Mostly dry today. It's really going to be nice and isolated mountain showers. Snow late Saturday night. Excuse me, no accumulation, snow to rain on Sunday, and then it's going to be drier for next week. We are going to see, waking up this morning, temperatures hovering around freezing, so be prepared for that as you head out the door. I mean, Cheney, you're at 28, 31 Deer Park, 30 into Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene 35, comfortable-ish. Now, we look at our forecast radar, and for today and tomorrow, really looking pretty good. It's tomorrow night that we see that coming in, Central Basin in the noon hour, then it comes across us by around dinner time, snow, and then snow to rain for Sunday. Yeah, we're going to see more moisture. Today, not so much. Sun and clouds, 43 for the high.
All right, Mark, thank you very much.
A Georgia mother is facing jail time because her 10-year-old son walked into town by himself, and it's turning into a real dust-up.
Yeah, she says she was annoyed that he didn't tell her where he was going, but says that he was never in danger. Hannah Joy's at the breaking now desk. Hannah, even though that boy wasn't in danger, why did the police show up to the mom's home?
Well, they showed up to arrest her. The video you're about to see is police body camera footage of Brittany Patterson questioning the police before her arrest.
What am I under arrest for?
For reckless endangerment.
And how was I recklessly endangering my child?
We're not talking about it.
Patterson said while she took one of her children to the doctor on October 30th, her son Soren decided to walk less than a mile into town. Patterson got a call from the sheriff's office worried that Soren was walking alone.
I wasn't concerned. I wasn't, panicking or concerned because it's just a short walk from our house. He knows how to get home. He knows how to get there.
Then officers took Soren home, and 5 hours later, they returned.
Soren, call mommy and tell him they're taking you to jail because you decided to walk down the street.
Let go of your hands. That's not his fault.
Yeah, call mommy.
You're the mother. That's your responsibility.
Last time I checked, it wasn't illegal for a kid to walk to the store. So.
It is when they're 10 years old.
Patterson was booked on suspicion of reckless conduct, a charge that could put her in jail for 1 year.
Our criminal justice system is built on the fact that you did something or you were negligent. You did something criminally negligent. So what is it she did?
Authorities have offered to drop the charge if Patterson signs a safety plan. That plan includes the use of a GPS tracker on her son's phone, but she refuses to sign it or admit any wrongdoing.
I just felt like I couldn't sign that, and that in doing so would be agreeing that there was something unsafe about my home or something unsafe about my parental decisions, and I just don't believe that.
As of now, Brittany Patterson is out on bail, waiting to see if prosecutors will indict her on the reckless conduct charge. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, one of the men accused of killing a man from Julietta while on the run from police in Idaho could face the death penalty if convicted. Nicholas Umpenauer is accused of killing James Mowney after helping an inmate escape police custody in Boise. The state says the death penalty is appropriate in this case because of Umpenauer's complete lack of regard for Mowney's life. Umpenauer will be back in court for his arraignment on December 12th.
The school districts in Idaho are working together to change the way levies work in the state. The current system only allows districts to use levies that last 1 year, 2 years, or forever. The Coeur d'Alene School District is proposing a plan that would allow levies to last anywhere between 1 and 6 years.
20 months ago, our school district did ask our community to support a perpetual levy, so a forever levy, and that was narrowly defeated. So it was close, but the biggest common conversation we heard is there not something in between 2 years and 6 years?
Well, now districts and school boards will work with the state legislators to get this issue to the 2025 legislative session, which starts January 6th.
Earlier this week, we told you the Spokane Regional Health District confirmed an outbreak of whooping cough in Spokane County. And today, there are 133 confirmed cases. 6 of those cases have resulted in hospitalizations. This time last year, Spokane County had 0 cases. And North Idaho has seen a spike as well in those cases. This year, there have been 278 cases. And last year at this time, there were only 5. Doctors are warning that while kids are likely to get whooping cough, they're not likely to spread it.
We tend to have outbreaks that are more common in folks who have never been vaccinated against pertussis or whooping cough, same thing. And unfortunately, this is one of those things where adults tend to be the people who are transmitting it to others.
Now, this applies especially to those who are not up to date on their DTaP or Tdap vaccines. Serious cases of whooping cough can result in hospitalization, but even if you don't go to the hospital, there's no medication to treat it, and that cough can be hard to kick. Not fun.
Dangerous.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:37.
All right, let's check in with Mark. We had a lot of rain a couple of days ago. We got more coming.
Yeah, so Wednesday we had almost 3/4 of an inch. Now we're expecting to see more coming in Saturday night through Sunday with a 100% chance of rain on Sunday. So we take a live look. You can see the fog now suddenly really starting to move in.
Cool.
It's going to be, it is pretty cool, but could be an issue to drive in. So allow yourself a little extra time.
And are you ready to get into the winter spirit? So One Spokane Winter Staples opening soon, when you can lace up your skates for the skate ribbon when we come back.
And holiday travel, it's coming up quick, and all that air and road time can have a big impact on our environment. How you could be a more eco-friendly traveler when we come back.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at all 4 Pool World locations this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from the world's leading brands, all discounted. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at all 4 Pool World locations.
Santa returns to River Park Square on Saturday, November 23rd, presented by STCU. Festivities begin at 3 o'clock, and Santa arrives to light the tree at 5. With special guest appearances by the Ferris Dance Team, Cheney High School Choir, the wonderful Mrs. Claus, and so much more. Visit riverparksquare.com to plan your Holly Jolly holiday season and to reserve your time for Santa photos. Enjoy the magic of the season at River Park Square.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
They can make cleaning up a breeze. Disinfecting wipes are ready to use and can kill germs fast, but are they doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to your kids? Learn the risks and what you can use instead. That's Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
The season of new sales traditions is on at George Gee Kia Spokane. Save big with special Black Friday deals on over 280 new Kias. It's the perfect time to drive your dream Kia. Shop SpokaneKia.com.
In every child, there is hope. Our halls see the journey, the determination, and so much potential being unlocked. Our lights shine on the support, the passion, and the progress. Joya is a center of excellence where children reveal their potential. Joya is here to shine the light and to show every child is limitless.
The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at all 4 Pool World locations this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from the world's leading brands, all discounted. Swim spas up to $10,000 off. Hot tub, swim spas, and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at all 4 Pool World locations.
It is 6:41. Millions of people hitting the roads and taking to the skies this holiday travel season, but all that travel has an impact on the planet.
Travel and tourism account for nearly 8% of greenhouse gas emissions. That's according to a study published in Nature Climate Change. ABC's chief climate correspondent Ginger Zee explains how you can be a thoughtful traveler and reduce your own carbon footprint.
Whether it's by plane, train, or car, millions of folks are going to be traveling away from home this holiday season. But no matter how you travel, those miles mean more greenhouse gas emissions. Electric vehicles beat out gas-powered cars in emissions by far. And depending on where you're charging up, emission savings can be even greater. For example, charging my electric vehicle here in New York is more than 4 times more efficient and less greenhouse gas emissions than if I were to charge it up in, say, Indianapolis, all thanks to the hydropower and other renewables that this state uses. While the travel industry overall is working toward reducing greenhouse gas emissions, there are things that you can do as the traveler to make sure that your journey is just a little bit more sustainable.
Consider alternatives to flying if you can. Lower impact transport options like intercity buses or trains have a much lower impact on the planet. But if you have to fly, choose a lower emitting flight. You can find options for the same route on the same date, but that save carbon.
Look for flights that run on sustainable aviation fuels and have more direct flight paths. It's not just about changing the way you get there, but also how many trips you take. So consider taking fewer but longer trips. One way to do that, combine personal travel with a work trip.
There is a huge growing trend for blending leisure and work travel. In fact, it has a name. It's called Bleisure. The fewer, longer trips that we take rather than lots of short breaks really make a big difference to the overall impact that each of us has through the course of a year.
At your destination, choose lodging that embraces sustainability practices. For example, what do they do to reduce plastic waste? And think locally by shopping at small businesses and neighborhood restaurants, which can reduce your carbon footprint by cutting down on emissions from shipping.
I do think that sometimes it can feel daunting and overwhelming. I think focusing on where can I do half better? So a lot of what I try to do is how can I take a flight one way and a train back? Or how can I make a choice and do one fewer trips? Or how can I bring 2 trips together?
With this Climate Minute, I'm Ginger Zee.
All right, good morning, everybody. 10-second takeaway on a Friday morning. It's going to be partly cloudy. It's going to be cool. Yeah, put on a warm layer, a jacket. You're going to need it. The winds aren't going to be a big deal today. 43 the high.
Well, it's time to start sharpening up your blades because ice skating returns to Riverfront Park this weekend. The Numerica Skate Ribbon will open for the season tomorrow. It's Saturday. Tickets are about $10 for anyone older than 13 and about $7 for the kids. Kids younger than 2 are skating for free. Now, keep in mind, those prices do not include skate rentals, but for more on the Skate Ribbon, including the hours that it'll be open, you can look for the story. It's up right now on KXLY.com. Such a fun winter activity, get you out and about.
Yeah, and we're talking to Allison Martinez about getting out there. You need to, go live, and she's not a great skater, so I'm like, that makes for good TV.
Gotta get the little, that's what I said, the little walker things.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's now 6:44.
Well, it's something you may not see every day in Tacoma. A couple of horses out for a nice stroll. How they ended up on the side of the road, that's next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
From refinishing cabinets, doors, and trim to painting walls and ceilings, Everhart Painting has you covered. Everhart Painting has been Spokane's premier painting contractor for over 50 years. Call Everhart Painting today and receive $500 off. Everhart Painting, your painter for life.
unbreakable spirit. When the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Tacoma for just $269 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Attention RV shoppers! R&R RV in North Spokane has just lowered prices on every motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. Last year's models are slashed to the lowest clearance prices you will ever find. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on Montana, Rockwood, Cougar, Winnebago, and more. Don't delay. R&R RV's fall clearance sale is on now. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Hurry to R&R RV to claim your new RV and save thousands. Shop indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane, 525 East Francis, or shop now at rnrrv.com.
I think the stove was broken. How are we going to get that replaced before the holidays?
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our Black Friday Super Sale and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region. We have the largest selection of Bosch induction ranges to choose from on sale now for Black Friday. Plus, when you buy one today, receive a free induction cookware set to go along with your new induction range. At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. I can take real good care of you. See? All taken care of. Works perfectly for you, right?
It's important that you're taken care of properly. At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
From refinishing cabinets, doors, and trim to painting walls and ceilings, Everhart Painting has you covered. Everhart Painting has been Spokane's premier painting contractor for over 50 years. Call Everhart Painting today and receive $500 off. Everhart Painting, your painter for life.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Well, that's something you don't see every day or every night. 2 horses taking a little jog along a busy road in Tacoma. According to investigators, 3-year-old Nino and 4-year-old Kuchi broke out of their stalls from a nearby ranch and decided to go for a late-night stroll. Deputies called the owner of a ranch to help bring them back home safely. They appear to be full of energy.
Really playful, and they active. Trouble, they love trouble.
Clearly. It took some time and a whole lot of teamwork, but the horses were eventually captured, taken home. The horses now have double locks on their stall doors to keep them safe and out of trouble.
We need to put double locks on Mark's weather cave back there. Keep him out of trouble there.
Gosh, good luck.
My high energy comes from coffee, and I think that they were just heading out for a late night latte is really what they wanted. Isn't that what we all want?
A little sweet treat at night.
Oh, man. Hot coffee, and boy, you're going to need it.
A Coltachino.
A Coltachino. Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I was trying to come up with something on a window, but it's just not going to work this morning. Haven't had enough coffee. 6-12 inches of snow in Snoqualmie Pass over the weekend. If you're going to be traveling, please be prepared for winter driving. Stevens Pass, 18+ inches expected. 2 to 4 inches over 4th of July. Look out, 12 inches. And of course, ski area opened up a week ago, and they're ecstatic that they're going to see even more snow. We're waiting on enough snow for everybody else to open. Temperatures in the mid-30s, about 8 o'clock. We do have some fog that's firing up out there. We're going to see temperatures finally hit the 40-degree mark around noon, and then we're going to be in the low 40s for this afternoon. So, again, some warm layers, sunglasses, you're going to be ready to go. We are going to cool down. Sunset, again, just after 4 o'clock, and we're expecting the temperatures to get down to below freezing tomorrow morning under a clearer sky. Nationally, the West does have the energy. We have the cloud cover, the bands of energy that continue to pulsate down. We're coming into snow into parts of higher elevations of Nevada, Idaho, and then into Montana. All the while, we do have sort of a low over New England, bringing in some rain showers, but still warmer weather will come into their area. We look at the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, we've got a little cloud cover. That's it. We're expecting that cloud cover to continue with high, thin clouds, and then this comes in. That's going to be Saturday night, and we're expecting that to bring about light snow and then bring in the potential for that rain on Sunday, but warming to 45. Drier next week. Your morning sprint is coming up. We welcome you to a Friday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. 4 News Now is brought to you by Carpet Barn.
The Black Friday sale is on at Walker's Furniture with the biggest store-wide savings of the year.
Including a double sales tax discount or no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
Go, Chiefs, go! Shoot it wide, comes out front, a shot, and a score! Barkley Catton, the wizard! He takes it out of midair and plants it under the bar, and Spokane with a...
This Friday and Saturday, your Spokane Chiefs are home in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Friday is Fred Meyer's Shop with the Chiefs as Spokane takes on Calgary. This Saturday, Spokane hosts Red Deer for the Coca-Cola Family Feast and Rally Towel giveaway. For tickets and game times, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year. See your local GMC dealer.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
I work late shifts. Car Wash Plaza is open 24/7. That works for me.
I feel safe. It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
Strong water jets cover everything. The roof, the sides, even the undercarriage.
The Central Dog Wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
It's easy at Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
So many accident victims don't call the advocates because they worry about the cost. They think it'll be expensive. They're not sure they can afford it. But the truth is, the cost is
tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars.
Donnie, the cost is nothing. They don't pay anything unless we win.
Ken, I was talking about how much it would cost them if they don't contact us. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands.
That's true. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Hard water damage makes it hard to keep your home looking picture perfect. Culligan softeners reduce buildup and cleaning time, transforming your water into the fine art of a long-lasting clean. Culligan, water you love.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Friday and the weekend with the Morning Sprint.
Mark is here with details on rain and potential snow for your weekend ahead.
Hannah Joy is in studio with details on President-elect Donald Trump's pick to lead the Department of Health.
But first, we're following some breaking news this morning. Schools in Ephrata are closed today because of a threat to multiple schools there. The district informed parents in a message late last night. The district says it's working with local law enforcement to determine next steps, and canceling school provides them the time to do that. But this means all sporting events and other school activities have also been canceled. We'll continue to provide more information on the nature of these threats as it becomes available.
Thousands of firearms sales halted in Washington as officials are racing to get the state's court system back online. The system Washington State Patrol uses to sift through background checks is linked through the court system, which is down, meaning as long as that system is offline, there's nothing it can do. The Administrative Office of the Courts hopes to have the system back online by Monday. In the meantime, WSP is doing what it can to streamline these background checks once the system is up and running.
A couple pleaded guilty to the murder of 19-year-old Andrew Sorensen in 2020. Sorensen's body was found beaten and stabbed in the trunk of a stolen car in North Spokane in October of 2021, almost a year after he disappeared. Now, in court yesterday, John Ennisman and Brenda Cross faced charges for his death. Ennisman pleaded guilty to first-degree murder with a weapon enhancement. Cross pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter. Now, both of their sentencings are set for January 16th. Sorensen's mom, Teresa, told us that after the hearing, that they're looking forward to that day of sentencing.
All right, good morning. We do have in our first alert weather, again, we had talked about some fog, hadn't really seen it. Now we're starting to see it come to fruition. So, again, take it easy. We have temperatures that are getting cooler. We're in the 20s both in Deer Park, Cheney. We've got freezing temperatures, I-90 corridor all the way into Idaho. So, again, there could be some patchy, dense fog there. Our forecast radar, we're going to see a clearing sky. Things look pretty good, and we're going to have a high today of 43 degrees.
The transformation of Spokane streets could arrive at one of the busiest in North Spokane. North Division has long been the major north-south arterial in Spokane. Well, now the Washington Department of Transportation is planning to make the section from Country Homes Boulevard north to Farwell Road more friendly for bikers. Division, as you know, is a very busy road, one that not a lot of people walk or bike on because there are no bike lanes. The crosswalks are blocks apart and the sidewalks are very narrow. To fix that, the Department of Transportation plans on adding a bike lane right next to the sidewalk that is protected by a curb. They're planning on adding flashing lights at all crosswalks, and they'll also repave that section of the road. Businesses around there pretty excited about it.
I think it's going to be safer, it's going to be more people friendly, it's just going to be an all-around good thing.
Shirley Sundstrom tells us that she sees high schoolers crossing Division every day and that right now it is not safe, especially at night.
Well, earlier this week, we told you the Spokane Regional Health District confirmed an outbreak of whooping cough in Spokane County. And today, there are 133 confirmed cases. 6 of those cases have resulted in hospitalizations. At this time last year, Spokane County had 0 cases. And North Idaho has seen a spike in cases as well. This year, there have been 278 cases there. And last year at this time, there were only 5. Doctors are warning that while kids are likely to get whooping cough, it's adults who are more likely to spread it. Serious cases of whooping cough can result in hospitalization, but even if you don't go to the hospital, there's no medication to treat it, and that cough can be hard to kick.
President-elect Donald Trump has named Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead the Department of Health and Human Services. Kennedy is not a doctor, has no medical training, and endorsed conspiracy theories about the COVID-19 vaccines. Trump believes Kennedy will shake things up in this new role.
Wants to make people healthy. I'm going to let him go wild on health. I'm going to let him go wild on the food. I'm going to let him go wild on medicines.
This job would allow Kennedy to oversee one of the biggest departments in the government, which includes the CDC, the FDA, and the Affordable Care Act. For updates on the new administration, tune in to Good Morning America.
And Trump is bucking a long-established norm in Washington. His transition team is bypassing the traditional FBI background check for some of his cabinet picks, instead of using private companies to conduct vetting. Sources say Trump and his allies believe the FBI system is slow. And look at that. Here's a live look this morning. Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, home of the Chiefs. They have 2 home games this weekend.
That's right. It's starting tonight with Calgary. We will be back with a final check of our weather forecast for this weekend that you probably don't want to miss. That's right after this break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for loud sneezers. Gesundheit. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Hot tubs, hot tubs, hot tubs. The Hot Tub Swim Spa Expo is at all 4 Pool World locations this weekend only. Hundreds of hot tubs from the world's leading brands like Hot Spring Hot Tubs, all discounted. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month. 0% financing, save thousands. Swim spas up to $10,000 off. Saunas as low as $79 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, and saunas up to 40% off. Come save thousands this weekend at all 4 Pool World locations. HotTubExpoSpokane.com.
The season of new sales traditions is on at George Gee Kia Spokane. Save big with special Black Friday deals on over 280 new Kias. It's the perfect time to drive your dream Kia. Shop SpokaneKia.com.
All right, good morning, everybody. See a little bit of fog out there. We're going to see that sort of moving about the planet, certainly where we live, so take it easy. Temperatures today, sun and clouds. Winds are going to be light. We're going to have temperatures warming up to about average for this time of year, 43 degrees, and then cooling off quickly as the sun sets. Temperatures overnight are going to get down to, well, potentially 28 degrees. Warming to 39 Saturday. Saturday evening, we're going to see rain, then snow. Snow turning back to rain early Sunday morning. So Sunday heading to church, should not see any snow on the road.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning on Good Morning Northwest.
We hope you have a great morning, and we hope you can stick around for Good Morning America.